Alright. Should be up now. Let's see if I can hear myself. Can everyone hear me? Good. Give me one moment because there's a slight technical issue. Alright. Let's see if this works this time. Alright, it's working. Sorry, there was a slight technical issue in setting out the stream somewhere. Like last time, I'm using Restream. Alright, I see your stages, everyone. I'll be adding them. So let us begin. Greetings, everyone. My name is Etterville, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Mega Man Maker. This is the 43rd live session where I'll cover a combination of both VRSmith levels and levels that I find online, primarily the former. If you want to submit one of your levels, please leave its level ID in the live chat, but please submit no more than 2 at a time. They can be either your levels or levels by someone else, but no more than 2 at a time because I want to cover levels made by different authors. If you repeatedly violate this rule, I'll start skipping over your IDs. So here's the list of the level queue and level history. Also, when you submit a stage, please make sure I haven't covered it already by checking out the link in the level history. So hello to everyone watching on YouTube, Twitch, and Mixer. I'll be starting off with this stage, Air Skyway by Pix-el, with 6 plays and a score of -2. Welcome to the stream, Leonardo, YouTube, Lipatio, Nuclearstomp, Jedok, Leeee, Jaden, Helenman DXYZ, and anyone else who I missed, as well as all the lurkers. I got all of your level IDs in, don't worry. Also, as an interesting note, today is Leonardo Antonio's birthday. Also, welcome to Stream Silent, glad you can make it. Just making sure there's no secrets any side. I guess there's none, so let's just jump up there. As a quick heads up, for next week I will not be running a second evening stream for Saturday. There will only be one stream for Saturday. Oops. Let's try it again. Oh, I'm happy. I was busy with some other comments. I was busy reading some other comments before I could respond to you. Remember, I read most of your comments. I just may not be able to respond to them at a prompt notice though. Yep, no Scramble Thunder, as well as a new boss from Mega Man 11. We just need to figure out who it is. I hope your date works well, Gravity Beetle. I could potentially skip this entire section, but I'd rather not. I want to do this the fair way. But hey, the option's there if I so desire. Same with over here. No, we won't probably. We may have charged versions of every special weapon from Mega Man 11, but no power or time gear. Or speed gear. Alright. Here's what I meant by cheating. That's not the way to go. That's the way you're supposed to do it. Welcome to the stream, Croby. I'm glad you made it. After playing the game for so long, I finally got the timing down for that. The air jumping, I mean. Before, I had a lot more trouble with it. So I would have preferred if enemies weren't placed right next to checkpoints like that. I'll add your level, Croby. Let me just finish this one. So that was Hot Air Skyway. A neat level, but on the easier side. And did Windman need to be this weak? He didn't need to take that much damage from the Buster. Hi Monica. Also glad you can make it. I don't understand why the stage got a negative score. Well, I understand why. It's because if you fail some of those platforming challenges, you can fall quite a bit of distance if you're not careful. And there's no quick way to die there without using quick reset. There's no bed of spikes waiting you, so that's why. Otherwise, the stage kinda just existed for me. Second up is Legends of the Hidden Temple by the K-Man 100 with 78 plays and a score of 24. Is that the way to the end of the stage? I remember that face from the TV series. Of course, all my experience from Legends of the Hidden Temple, the TV series, comes from watching that video by Defunct TV. The first challenger, Skullman. I believe all these rooms are to replicate different challenges from the TV series. If only Stubbs was here. It's not Metroidvania, it's rather linear. Again, all these rooms are built to replicate some of the challenges, or many of the challenges from the TV series. Like, I think that's the rope bridge challenge that I passed. That sounds delicious. Oh, and on a related note, Jidok, did you see the offer in Humble Bundle Monthly? They're offering the Crash Insane Trilogy as well as the Spyro Reignited Trilogy, just for $12. It's a pretty insane deal. Hi Galaxy Man. check out Humble Bundle Monthly's website. It's a crazy good deal. Welcome to stream, Heat version 2 man. I presume you're a new viewer. And now we run for our lives. This is essentially the escape sequence. Notice how we're going through the stage in reverse. Well, slightly modified, and now we're out of here. This actually happened in the show as well during the final sequence where you where the contestants got the idol and had to run out of the place while being chased by an enemy. I'm trying to select this. I say this was a decent recreation of the show, but I think I like the stage more if you actually watched it, because it homages it so much. Third up is Weapon Capsule Relay 32 by YouTube Social HD2 with 22 plays and a score of 6. Well, it's not Crash Team Racing, it's the Crash and Insane trilogy and the Spyro Reignite trilogy. Regardless, for only $12 and for a third game, as well as all the other games Humble Monthly is offering, it's an extremely good deal. I'm actually honestly thinking of picking it up, but we'll have to see. I'm just happy all those series are finally getting remakes. Not only that, but PC ports. He has more than 32, 35 or 36 if I recall correctly, as some of them went unnumbered. Bye, Leonardo. Enjoy your birthday. Hi, Fluffy. Glad you can make it. I took too much damage, so I couldn't do the risky strat. Alright, I'll do level to the Q heat. Yep, Gokulus. The 30-second iteration this time. And I'll add your level to the Q heat. Let me just finish this stage. Oh, you mean the remake, Jaden? I never played the original game. It was an action platformer or action adventure game, right? The one starring the undead hero. If there is ever a final one. No, I don't own a Nintendo Switch. I've been always more of a PC gamer, following the Dreamcast era. To be fair, following the Dreamcast era, I've kind of ducked out of the console market in general. I'm just happy Nintendo's finally moving on to online and catching up with the rest of consoles. As much as I like Nintendo's games and their quality, but I still find some of their decisions to be quite baffling. Demon's Crest? I know about the game. That's the SNES game, right? I can still play SNES games via emulation, and to be quite honest, I can play them at a higher quality. That's a spin-off of Ghosts and Goblins, if I recall correctly. The one starring the Red Demon. If I ever play the game, I'll first play Super Ghosts and Goblins first. Alright, I'm adding a level heat. Next up is Lipatio stage. Board up is From the Darkness Island to the Swamp Normal by Lipatio, with 15 plays and a score of 4. I find the entire series to be kind of more of an acquired taste. It is very difficult after all, and to be quite honest, the NES and arcade games were much tougher than Super. If you're going to play Super, I strongly advise you play with the modified ROM hack that makes it a bit easier and fixes the lag issues. I don't blame you, Nuclear. It's... all the control jumps and whatnot. Reminds me of Castlevania, but... yeah, the knockback kind of sucks. Are you sure? Did you use SNES? Did you try using SNES 9X? Yep, from Sunday evening stream. Oh, Z-SNES. That'll be the fastest one due to all the tricks it pulls off and the inaccuracies. If I ever play a SNES game, I'll probably use SNES 9X or B-SNES. Well... Mr. Lee, Z-SNES is one of the oldest SNES emulators for Windows. Unfortunately, it's one of the least accurate ones right now because it was built in an earlier time, where there was less documentation and, well, it was one of the first ones too. Right now, if you want to use a SNES emulator, I suggest using SNES 9X or B-SNES. The former if you want a faster experience, the latter if you want more accuracy. Of course, if you want the most accuracy, I suggest then using Higgin. It is decent, but it's fallen the wayside because it was a better option in the past, but it's fallen the wayside because of how the other emulators have progressed. Also, it's kind of a pain to record. Also, welcome to Stream Buster. Well, to be fair, there are plugins for SNES 9X and BSNES that add the UI, or at least the snowflake effect. There is an Xbox emulator in development, but it'll take a while. At this rate, probably 10 years. Frankly, I feel we'll have Xbox 360 emulation before Xbox emulation. So far, the stage feels fine. Whoops. Well, a Switch emulator in development though. It's not... I wouldn't call it in good shape though. It's still in pre-alpha. Super Punch-Out? You know, eventually I will do a suggestion from viewers stream. But Super Punch-Out's kind of is right out of my interest area. It's more of a fighting... It's more of a fighting game or rhythm game. Don't worry, all the times I died are my fault. And the checkpoint's only a few screens away, so... not much of a problem. See, that's the way you're supposed to do it. Perfect. There is a work-in-progress emulator. It's very far from being an alpha, I'd say. But it still is having a better progress than the original Xbox. At least in terms of speed. Frankly, I wish almost all the consoles eventually get emulators, especially the older systems. A flock of killer bullets. Indeed, most of the people here are level creators, Monica. Yeah, I feel Super Punch-Out is more fair than the... Oh, thank goodness. I feel Super Punch-Out is easier and more fair than the original game. Same with Punch-Out Wii, for example. And we're at the end. This level did not overstay its welcome. Let's pretend that didn't happen and I forgot to press jump at the right time. Easy. It'll probably release later in this month. Yeah, I'm thinking of running a Castlevania stream for Halloween. Perhaps the original or the third game, we'll see. Decent stage, I liked it more than the first part. Fifth up is I refuse to have original ideas, so here's a boss rush, updated by Nuclearstomp, with 37 plays and a score of 3. Boss, he should have not taken extra damage from the oil slider. He's already rather easy. Let's see how long each boss fight takes. If it starts taking too long, I'll just start sampling them. And to be quite honest, originality is overrated. What's more important... Well, originality is important, I agree, but I feel what's also important is competence. What most people want isn't originality, they just want a not-so-common rehashing of other ideas done in a competent fashion. I know it's a more cynical way of putting it, but you've seen a cyclical trend of games coming out in different genres. People get bored of having a lot of games in the same genre, so they move on to another one, but then they get bored of that genre and move back to the first one. See what's happening to the FPS market, for example, or platformers. Could be worse, at least I have my charge shot. This will go a lot faster than last week's boss stream. Oh, that's different. Welcome to the stream, Papyrus. Glad you could make it. For example, we had the Doom-style FPS games, then we had the Half-Life style, then the modern military shooter, well then we had the World War II, then modern military, then futuristic, and now we're back to World War II. We're also having a resurgence of those classic FPS games. We're eventually going to get back a resurgence of modern military shooters. Once the market hits an influx of those titles, people will crave different titles. The Painkiller is an example of a... It's not the classic style of Doom, it's more like Serious Sam. Arena shooters, I think, that's what they're called. And I get to... No, I don't get to keep the special weapon. Not quite, Buster. They follow a different design strategy. Doom was a lot more about exploration, finding the keys and progressing onwards, and fighting enemies in more controlled environments. Whereas Painkiller, Serious Sam, and other arena FPS at the time, they have some areas where you explore around the place, but in general, the base gameplay is once you get into a large room, you fight waves of enemies, and you have to destroy all of them before you can move on to the next room. Doom and Quake follow a different FPS lineage. Oh, I remember this. Wow, didn't expect that much knockback. I missed that many shots. I agree, Data. I mean, Mega Man 11 is a pretty good return to form for the series. There's a lot of stuff that Mega Man 11 did better than 8. For example, the weapons all feel better, the stage design is better, all the weapons have their niches that are important, all the boss battles feel a lot more distinct. The graphics feel less plastic-like and more like a logical progression from the 16-bit era. The devil fight in 11 isn't that bad either. Oh. I see what you mean, Nuclear. You can do this buster only, but you get the idea. Oh yeah, the voice acting 11 was competent. I don't understand why people said the voice acting 11 was cringy. Far from it. See, unlike the last boss rush level I played last week by Mary, this actually feels fun because all the boss battles are made different thanks to different boss arenas. It's not the same plain old boss arena over and over and over and over. It's a lot more convenient to get to the next boss. Wait, let me see. So once we enter these locations, the way to get out of here is to... Actually, wait. There's a funny exploit I can do now. Because remember, once I pick up an E-tank, it always stays by me, even if I die. So by doing this, I managed to smuggle a key out of there. I remember this boss setup. Oh no. Oh, I see. Clever. That was fast. Just like the Bowser fight. In SMB 3, I mean. Was it always supposed to be this easy? Oh, of course, that's why. Suffering from Metal Man syndrome. Can't get D-Tank though. Magnet Man here. They're not really puzzle bosses, just bosses in different arenas. Top Man was fine. Hard Man, I see what you mean. Hard Man is quite difficult. Excuse me. Wait, let me hit the checkpoint and smuggle the next key out. There are many different reasons given throughout the games. At this point I'd say it's an excuse plot. Even more of an excuse plot compared to the Mega Man Classic games. At least Dr. Wily has a consistent reason of why he's trying to take over the world. Oh no, you. I just played your game last week. I will do the secret boss like I did before. Hi, Skullman. Hello again, Skullman. You revived yourself. FYI, Skullman Kills is on my to-play list. Both of them. I'm not sure if I'll cover Scooby Doc 4 though. I'm a bit worried about copyright violations. Oh. Alright then. This is not the best design, far from it. Just stand here and do nothing, really. If this was Fairman, though, this would be more enjoyable. His AI is very exploitable, that's why. Well, I already did him, so time to get out of here. Well, Fairman, of course. And we're out of here. First, smuggle the key. No, I didn't spam, I just pressed it once. Yeah, if you hold down the button, then Toadman will jump. Otherwise, he'll just stay there. What did that do? That's supposed to be a weapon remover. Onto the Mega Man 5 set. Oh no. I need to crush the dad if I'm not careful. Or not. I sure thought that would happen. Next, the stone. Not fast enough. I should have charged the shot. Artificial intelligence. When I say that, I mean boss patterns and reactions. Still not fast enough. Rats, I got on the wrong side. Okay, now he decides to jump. Should have been on the other side. Yeah, I know, I can do it. Ah, my jump. Again, misbehaving. I just need to dunk him into the pit. And there's a problem. There we go. That's what I've been trying to do several times. Hardest boss so far. Crystal in this environment. Now charge, man. No, he's about as difficult as he was in Mega Man 5, Monica. Well, to be fair, he does feel like he has more variation in his attacks compared to Mega Man 5. Yep, and Rom started VVVV. Morning, Excalibur. Glad you can make it. Yeah, Mega Man 5 Stone Man is easy. This is just slightly harder. Really was an environment that was a greater challenge. On to 6. Oh, guess I skipped him. And we're out of here. I will eventually do a live Let's Play of it. I think I have a copy of it, but I'll have to see. There are so many free games that got across so many different sites, I really need to write it down. Next up, wind. Oh no. Let me see your messages. Yeah, all the bosses have the same patterns, it's just the environments which change things up. But there are some variations, like Buster's pointing out from the original titles. The Napalm Man is random. I know it because I programmed them in during my own level Magwell 2. See, in Mega Man 5, if you stood close enough to Napalm Man, he'd always do his grenade attack. Whereas if you stood too far away from him, he would always use a missile attack. In this game though, it's random, where he's going to use his missile attack or bomb throwing attack. Jumping and moving to the left is a better option. Stay as far to the left as possible. Step 2. The last key smuggle. I like the variations. Unlike, for example, Mary Stromberg's boring boss arena, this is what a boss rush should be like. Something that changes up the boss battles. Last but not least, well, second to last but not least, 6 bosses from 7, 8, and 9. Oops, I didn't mean to enter that first. One of these are bosses. One of these is bosses in Mega Man 7. As long as there's no electricity nearby. I'll check your messages, Papyrus. Let me just get to the next break and finish this stage. I don't usually have Discord on when recording these. Depending on their boss arenas, either Airman or Windman can be harder. Remember, this game does not have the Mega Man 2 invulnerability windows, because until Mega Man 4, the boss invulnerability windows were shorter. They were increased following Mega Man 4 to account for the charge shot. Alright. You're launching off of nothing there. He's learned the art of short-range teleportation. Case in point. Quick Man is hard, yes, but he's easier if he doesn't keep clipping into the wall like he did in the original fight. No more need to smuggle keys. Perhaps when you look back to Mega Man 8 Galaxy Man. Am I still intended to have this? Ow. Or at Burner Man. Ah, that explains it. We don't have any Wily capsules yet, so that'd probably be the ultimate pain, but it also depends on its weakness. Oh, you. I was lucky to do this without using an E-tank. I'll check your messages to Papyrus once I complete this. There's also the secret encounters at the end. The mandatory ones. And we're out of here. Final boss. Well, until the secret boss. One down, easier one left to go. Yet the stage isn't over just yet. Nope, nothing there. Yeah, there's 4 bosses in a row. And now, time to finish Time Man. Yeah, I like the one from PU. What's most likely gonna happen is we're gonna have one of the machines from 1 or 2 first. This was easier than the first one, to be honest. You can just run left and right for the most part. And last but not least, I'll take out Nipple Man first because he's the most dangerous one. Mainly when he fires the missiles. course, I'm more skilled, I can fire both of them at the same time. One down, one left to go. I wonder what happens if you jumped off the ladder. In fact, why do we have ladders here anyways? They should be solid blocks. Because remember, if you're deciding to use the... if you don't use the quick slide option, you won't be able to slide here. That looks suspicious. Thank you for the indication. Using the fire met. Showing, not telling. Triple Metal Man and Toad Man. But he's immune. Well, almost immune if it didn't break. Oh, okay, that explains it. Just like originally. I don't think this isn't how you're intended to fight it. So let's do it a bit more crazily and let him jump around the place too. I think that's how he intended the fight to go. GG. Extra boss defeated. Now let's get out of here. Perfect. I know what you were supposed to do here, but I was low on health anyways. GG. Bosses win. That's it, I'm running to the left. Bye, everyone. Because when you get out of the teleporter, it shoots you upwards, not downwards. I liked it. Long, but fun. When I say fun, I mean I like the arenas and how we remix each of the bosses that way, so they're not just carbon copies of the original encounters. And I like how during certain encounters you have more bosses at once. Still, it's a longer stage, so it's not for everyone. I say okay. Okay to decent. Alright, I'll be right back in a moment. And I'm back. Sixth up is SAN-008 Buttonman by Jinox74 with 10 plays and a score of 1. And note down your level ID, Papyrus, and I've added the NSFR replacements for later. Also, welcome to the stream. I can't pronounce your name, sadly. Let's see if I can read it. Oh, apologies for butchering your name, but welcome to stream Epogen, or Ebogen. At least that's how I think it's translated to English. So on Mega Man vs. YouTube, if I can finish the next ROM hack tomorrow. Just go through it as Protoman. And to be fair, Mega Man vs. YouTube is going to be an easier game. So I can confidently slot it in and not have to worry about getting stuck. I know it's slightly more difficult than Mega Man OP1, but only a little. And I won't have to worry about running out of lives either. I've played in Beat Cave Story, Gokulus, specifically the original. I made it all the way to the true final boss. Although the Bloodstained Sanctuary was painful. It's called Button Man, so I guess these are all controllers. The other issue is that I have a bunch of games that have free keys for that I really need to play, including some that haven't been released yet. And I have to get through them fast once I get to a good point in Forger. I'm thinking of running another streaming day because I don't want to have to delay them for too long. Not sure, Papyrus, I never played that game. Dr. Demonetization. That'd be a funny final boss. Oh yeah, almost any game is better than that. Even I think Eternal's better. At least that game has more sensible checkpoint placement, and that was my bad. This is why I wish there was an option to disable the normal sliding shortcut, and only allow quick sliding. Alright, speedrunning time. There's another game which Eternal is better at. Look at Mega Man Calmaxian Edition. That game is easily worse than Eternal in every way. If you thought Eternal's physics were wonky, play that game. Make sure to play the game in a low volume though. You'll thank me later. See, outside the game, he's pretty decent. It's just that he can't handle criticism for the game. That's the strange thing, Buster. I wouldn't call him horrible, it's just that he can't handle criticism of the game. That's why I will not cover it on my channel, at least the first game. I wouldn't call the game fine. I have one big problem with the game, and my main issue with the game is how you can get stun locked very easily by bosses and enemies, and the wonky physics. If those weren't there, I'd actually let's play it for the channel. The problems I have with the level design pale in comparison with the physics problems I have. Yeah, the other problem is it's a major fan game, so it gets a lot more flack. Compared to, for example, Calmaxian Edition. Yeah, I agree, Nuclearstomp. Yeah, that too. One of the important rules about game design, learn to accept constructive criticism. I know there is destructive criticism and it's okay to ignore it, but learn to grow from criticism. Unfortunately, too many people are too sensitive to criticism or don't want to accept it. Mega Man Time Tangent, I've heard about that. Again, I say it's a bad game, I wouldn't say he's a horrible person. Anyways, back onto the stage. I believe this is a controller facility, judging by all the color schemes. Mainly the use of red and blue. Oh yeah, I know that. Yeah, there is a Mega Man fan game called Mega Man Cal Maxine Edition, Jaden. Not Mexican Edition, Cal Maxine Edition, or Cal Max Edition. Easily one of the worst Mega Man fan games I've ever played. Tiny Hoover actually did a livestream of the game, or at least a sampler of it. Guess I have to press it the other way. Yep. I don't know, there have been wackier names in Mega Man's history, to be honest. Wow, slid right into the hole. I thought I would fit into either the platform or the teleporter, but no. It's alright, Janoc, you can watch the recorded stream, and I have DVR enabled. Well, as long as you accept criticism and have several passes, it'll be better. I mean, especially using the Magmix engine, you'll have no problems with physics and controls, at the very least. Mega Man Cal Maxine Edition is another 8-bit classic Mega Man fan game, and it's horrible. Terrible level design, bad checkpoint placement, music is ear-piercing, physics don't work with how the game is set up, a lot of other things. Then that's good, Gokulist. Kind of like the Magmo 2 level, but expanded. I'd like to see that. That's what I wanted to do earlier. I'm ignoring that. I'm not sure. I haven't played that game yet. I haven't watched any footage outside the first stage. I'm saving that for my fan games, Let's Plays. Yeah, Heavy Sigh essay. I watched the first stage there. Already looks a bit wonky, but I'm not sure how horrible it's gonna be. Whoa, did you see what happened there with the energy usage? Over. Decent level. "25 levels long. How many arms does it have anyways then?" "50 hits? How much HP do you have?" Well, rats. 7th up is Prison of Death by Mr. Leeee, with 32 plays and a score of 11. Oh. Oh no. Here we go. Did this backwards. Your level is right for this one, Croby. I'm not sure about Calmax. Not sure about Paradise. To be fair, there is some time for you to react to everything. We didn't really need those, by the way. GG. If this was a Kaizo stage, those force beams would have come out 1 unit earlier. But here, we have 1 extra unit. Welcome to the stream, Frostblue. Glad you could make it. I'll answer your question in a moment. 8 up is The Factory That Lead to Space by Croby X, with 99 plays and an impressive score of 38. The highest so far in the stream. Alright, I see you, Cowleb. I'll add it. If YouTube cooperates with me. Alright, your question, Frostblue. In your opinion, what is the mistake people most often make when designing a typical Mega Man level? Well, several. First off is not having enough checkpoints. The original Classic Series levels, I'm referring to the ones from the NES series, they have 1 checkpoint at the middle and 1 checkpoint at the end of the stage, just before the boss. However, in order to do so, they have a very particular difficulty selection. And many level designers, especially in ROM hacking I've seen, but I've seen in some fan games too, they follow the exact same format without understanding how difficult the stage is supposed to be, and they end up making the stage a lot more difficult than it should be. Mega Man Unlimited kind of suffered from this. Remember, it's okay if your stage is more difficult than the average NES titles, which many fan games do, but if you do so, please add more checkpoints. The same applies if your stage is longer than a Classic Series, because most Classic Series Roadmaster levels are only 20 to 25 screens long. So if your stage is longer, please add more checkpoints, not just 2. Also, not introducing the elements in safe environments. Yeah, really, most of the Roadmaster stages in the Classic Series, at least up until 6, were only about 20 to 25 screens long. I'm not referring to the further stages. It changed a bit when we got to 7 and 8, and went back to normal by 9 and 10. For example, the stages in Mega Man 11 are longer than the Classic Series, but because of it, they wisely understood they should put more checkpoints. That's why those stages had 3 to 4 checkpoints. The other reason is because each screen in Mega Man 11 is bigger than the screens in the classic series, widescreen and all that. It feels so much longer because of the difficulty of the enemies and the environments. Remember, the number of screens doesn't directly translate to how long the stage is going to be. Well, it does directly translate, but there are other ways you can make it longer. See Metroidvania levels or levels that are quite challenging, or ones that force you to move slower. Now, there are some stages which are longer. For example, Wave Man stage. Or if you want to go to Mega Man 8, remember Frostman stage in Mega Man 8? If you were to take the raw screen count, that's about 70 to 80 screens long, if I recall correctly. But most of that's taken from the sledding section. Shinru is currently busy with judging Jupi while playing ROM hacks. I'm not sure what happened to Super Metal. Kinda busy in real life. I wanted to do it normally. Oh wait, message. Sorry about that. I prefer you give me the weaknesses if I'm having trouble, like I died 2 or 3 times first. Judging by the progress, I don't think they'll suffer from the same problem. They learn their mistakes. And remember, one of the reasons we found the classic series to be so difficult is because we played them as children, and it was one of the earlier game series we played. So of course everything felt more difficult. And I feel that the developers of Unlimited decided to make the levels as hard as they thought they were, without understanding that there was a reason why it was difficult as before. It was due to the lack of experience. Ah yes, Lee. All the stages in Mega Man 11 had mini-bosses. There are a lot of other things Mega Man 11 did right, and a lot of things they implemented which I wish they implemented earlier. For one, the bosses and, for example, the mini-bosses and bosses sharing the same weakness. Even many of the enemies in the same stages having the same weaknesses. Oh, that's why. I thought I lost control of the game for a moment. Well, this is easy underwater. Get off me, please. And done. Yeah, see, I don't have as much problem with the level design, barring 2 or 3 stages unlimited. I more have issues with the checkpoint placement or lack thereof. Oh, I already played this level in the past, Galaxy Man, so... Wait, let me see something. Is there a number 2? Nope, there isn't. I played this over 100 parts ago, so I'll have to remove it from the list. Sorry, Galaxy Man. That's why I said to check the all levels list. Game, please. 9th up is Factory Robot number 15 by Artyom234V2 with 29 plays and a score of 5. This level was submitted by Heat version 2 man. Alright, Googleus, I'll add it. After Heatman is Papyrus' stage, so I'll take a short break then. This stage takes place mostly on a conveyor belt, with some breaks in between. If you're making a Halloween level, please submit to me before October 31st. Well, you can, or at least make it before October 31st. You can submit during the live stream. Ah, that's strange. Why I have 2 checkpoints. And we're back over here. Wait, I knew it. There's a lower floor to this. I plan on having both a Halloween and Christmas special. This stage mostly has some running and jumping around. Oh, okay. Let me guess, I have to drop down somewhere else. Maybe the next bit? Can you link it to me, Jaden? I think I've heard about this game before, but I'm not sure. Normally I won't cover Mario games on this channel because there are other Mario YouTubers, and that's already rather saturated. But I did cover Mariovania, so... Well, I guess I keep going down then. I'm getting a stronger and stronger impression that 1.6 will be out before Halloween. Nope, bottomless pit. See, my plan for tomorrow is finishing up Mega Man 2 Ultra, well, Mega Man Ultra, then a certain ROM hack, then I'll play Mega Man vs. YouTube. Yeah, Daibuman isn't here. Probably busy with some other stuff. Where is the next way to go here? It's not entirely clear where I'm supposed to go through next. Let me check something. Sorry about that. Oh, I think I know what is happening. Let me read this. There's one room which I didn't check. Well, we sort of have an enemy who can swap the direction of conveyor belts now, Gokulis. So go down this pit, and then get to the room with those... the enemies you can ride on top of the oil. Well, no, not this room. The point where we get to it. Again, this needs some better conveyance, because all these are bottomless pits, I believe. Wait, all these are spikes. Oh, wait, there was one gap before. That's where I need to go. See, all these are spikes, but there was this hole. Yeah, not clear at all. See you later, Mr. Lee. There are no enemies here, this is just sliding. You forgot to add this part of the stage. And I can drop down farther to the left. Yeah, Revolution Remix, the remade version of Mega Man Revolution. I'm thinking of playing both the original Revolution and the remix. When it's completed, that is. This stage has a bit too much running around. At first I liked the idea of going to the earlier parts of the stage again, but doing it 4 times in a row, not the best idea. Now if you had shortcuts we can open up by using our special weapons or keys, I'd be fine. But there isn't any. And jump down here. We need all 3 weapons, by the way. As you can tell, I kind of found the stage to be boring. Too much running around. Going back through the same areas, one area's missing. Which original one? Version 6 or version 7? Version 7 cut down the length of all the stages. So yeah, this stage... Initially, I thought this was gonna go one way, but... This ended up being boring. Alright, be right back. And I'm back. Bye, Croby. You're not too late, Heavy Lead. You can submit one of your stages. I'll be streaming for the next up to 90 minutes or so. Let's see here. Oh, I don't want to exit. Alright, here it is. Tenth up is MMTT, The Wahwee Archives, a forward look by Super Mega 65, aka Papyrus, with 6 plays and a score of 2. By the way, how's the stream holding up? This is the third time I'm using Restream.io, so I want to make sure it's working. Well, technically fourth time, but I'm streaming to 3 services simultaneously and there was a slight issue with Mixer. This level designer also sent me several NSFR replacements, which we'll play during the boss battles. Nice! I didn't think we'd have 2 birthdays on the same day. Leonardo's birthday is also today. Leonardo Antonio. This is the boss team that he chose. Or they chose. I don't know if Blue Man's team works as a boss team, to be honest. Got it, we'll add. Thank you for allowing those messages, Monica. YouTube is acting up a bit with those IDs. Hello? Shouldn't there be one more over here? Well, that works too. I'll get the tank. There we go. That was essentially the harder route. Easy peasy hot dog. Remember, I'm using SFR replacements. I wouldn't. So 2 bosses each from each game. We first had bosses from Mega Man 1, now from Mega Man 2. Of course he'd be immune. I am. It's probably coming out of Halloween. And we have a new boss coming for Mega Man 11. Not sure which. People are saying it's either Acid or Fuse. I'm banking on it being the former. I kind of wish the entire stage OST was replaced too, and an NSFR replacement, not just the boss teams. I mean, several teams would fit for this stage. Alright. Torchman is another candidate. I still feel I still think Blue Man's team doesn't work as a boss battle. It evokes a completely different emotion. Indeed, one of the tougher ones. To be honest, tough but fair. He's a lot better than Burner Man. If anything, he feels like he comes out of a fighting game. Okay, another boss weak to this. Yeah, like a character from Street Fighter. Fitting, considering it's Capcom. Whoops. Didn't get that, so I think I missed something. He misspelled it. R-E-Y-U. And that ends them. This was okay. It was essentially somewhat of an archive stage. Okay. I leveled up is Diamond Woman Mega Man Supercharged by Mega Man Supercharged aka Cowleb with 7 plays and a score of 2. After use Gokulus. And I added your levels to the queue, Heavy. So the order is Cowleb, Gokulus, then Heavy Elite. Then I'll play a level from the most popular queue. Let's go to his base. He needs more time in the limelight. And nab everything. Kinda wish the entire series is done in order so I wouldn't feel as guilty. Oh, alright. Cowleb wisened up and removed Base's double jumping abilities. Before he had that, it really broke the stages. Now I can only dash. In before, daily reminder from Buster that illusions were a mistake. Oh no. It is, but combined with double jumping, it's even more broken. Or even more powerful. Oh, well, that was easy. It does. He only deals half damage per pellet anyways, and he can't shoot through walls. Of course, if he has access to a special weapon, that rectifies many of the problems. The other issue is that he can't slide on our stuff. I was expecting there to be a tally or... Oh no. Yeah, no thanks. Bye. With base, this is easy. Nice way of introducing this enemy in his enclosed environment. Now a more dangerous one where it respawns. Not that it'll pose any challenge now. Power Stone is so good in this game. Maybe not so good, but so much improved over the original. It's actually a useful weapon now. Also another nice way of introducing the challenge over a safe environment. But you should make it so you can't jump over this without jumping on top of this. Otherwise, players can circumvent the tutorial. And I'd say to put a bed of spikes here with an enemy nearby, so there's more time to recover. Now a longer section. I like how this stage introduces its challenges the correct way. Same with the gyres. Is there a bottomless pit here? Yeah, I think you should put a bed of spikes below the screen so we can't just cheese the boss like this. That was anticlimactic. Nevertheless, it was a fun level. In terms of aesthetics and gimmick introduction, it was nice, although I wish the climax of the stage extended further and was done better. Right now it felt a bit lackluster. Twelfth up is Atlantida by Bot Rock with 6 plays and a score 3. This stage was submitted by Gokulis. Axel can hover infinitely in X8 to be fair, and has infinite use special weapons. This music. Lee's favorite track in the game. So much so that I accidentally fell into the pit. I'd take almost any team over this. Ow. You could have picked any other water team. I never even liked the original, to be honest. This is even worse. Every other team in the game I'd say is better. True, but it just gives the level such a dreary feel, not a really energetic feel. It just makes this entire stage feel a lot more sluggish than it actually is. This would work better for a puzzle level, for example, but this isn't a puzzle level, this is a more action-paced one. Welcome to the stream, Daibuman. I was wondering if you were going to attend today. Nice use of the foreground and background assets to create pipes like this. In terms of aesthetics, this is one of the better levels. Up there with Cowleb's level. I say that this is slightly better in terms of aesthetics. Well, they're kind of tied, to be honest. Yeah, it makes the level feel a bit too gloomy and, I don't know, relaxed feeling. Again, it'd work better for a slower-paced puzzle level, not an action-paced level. Yanox's level also looked nice, but I prefer this and the previous stage's aesthetics more. Also, the previous stage did a better job at gimmick introduction. Then again, this is intended to be more like a fortress stage, to be quite honest. Thank you for the warning signs using the red force beams. Clever. Well, base... Well, we kind of have Axel already for base. But yeah, I know, notwithstanding. Portaman's gonna be a bit more difficult because... The way I think Portaman would work if he's transitioned over to the next series would be a more defensive version of Zero. Like, instead of just having a Z-Saber, he'd have something like a short sword and a shield. Or he'd only have a shield as his primary weapon with a buster as a secondary. And he'd have access to shield bashing, immunity to spikes, stuff like that. Think of him as being the defensive melee fighter, whereas Zero would be the offensive one. Yeah, like a sword system before entering the fortress. That's exactly like it. This kind of felt like a Wahwee 2 stage, to be honest. A better one. Or one of the better ones. So far, a pretty good stage, or fairly decent to almost good, but please replace the music with something else more energetic. Even Bubbleman's stage team would be better. Oh, that explains a lot. That's also on my to-playlist. By the way, eventually I will release my document of all the games and fan games and ROM hacks that have been suggested, as well as all the ones I added myself. 13th up is Rainstorm by Heavy Elite, with 22 plays and a score of 4. I feel that my favorite level would be Cowleb's stage, and an honorable mention will go to Gogoliss's. Oh, that's why. We only have access to the Rain Flush. Is there anything down here? Nope. True, Daibuman. Although there are some exceptions, I'd say. Like for example, Unlimited's Wily Tree. I like that stage. Favorite Wily stage in the game, to be honest. With all the gravity flipping. And when you say Wily 4 is barely a stage, you mean that's the Robot Master Rematch stage, right? It'll be interesting when you get to games which have more than those stages. Or when they have multiple fortress levels. Did you see the spoilers and data mined information, Jaden? Oh yeah, I understand, Daibuman. That's why it's barely a stage. Yeah, basically. The reason why that's done, and is understandably done, is so that if players game over, they're not taking the start of the boss rematches. That's why there's a hard difference. Past Mega Man games did not do this. Alright, Sound, I'll add it. Well, to be quite honest, the Yoko blocks kind of work like Yoku spikes. Well, to be quite honest, in this engine, the Yoko blocks can act like the Yoku spikes because they can telefrag you. Especially if they're more than 2 wide. Whoa, what happened there? Well, I lost the tank. Well, I can get it again now. Alright, yeah. If you've seen the leaks, well not leaks, data mining, you'll know that... Alright, to announce to everyone, sorry for the spoiler. Classic and Proto Man are going to be in dive, at least based off the hints. I'm not sure how to work in that game because I thought wall jumping is necessary. I'm more worried about other people, not just you, Boomin. If I can get an Android emulator running the game, I'll cover it on the channel. Otherwise, I'll leave it up to someone else. I'm not really that keen on mobile gaming. Same with Regalia lost in the Mega Man event. Okay, this time it didn't break. Well, thanks game. I'm just hoping it doesn't get cancelled. That's fun. Mega Man melts 2 sleeping enemies. Neat level gimmick combining the acid rain from the rain flush and the rain itself. This level wins in terms of uniqueness. At last, a power weapon. There goes my power weapon. And we're outside of the rain. The boss is probably Toadman. This will probably be my other honorable mention of the episode. I think they take double damage. Down to go. Yep, second honorable mention of the episode. I'll do your level next, Silent. Then a level on the most popular queue. A few levels, probably. 14th up is Ting Outside the Box by Silent Haxorus with 97 plays and a score of 36. Another fairly well-regarded level, up there with Croby's. Oh. Okay, I see what they mean by Ting Outside the Box. We're gonna have to jump off screen. And see those blocks below? That mirrors what's happening on screen. Basically, we looped over to the bottom part of the screen. And there's a spike over there. This time go to the left. I would like to see if another level played with this idea more, with screen wrapping. Perhaps in the magma engine. Yep, you do, Heavy. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit more of a problem. Did it. Commands are jumping for joy. Remember, you can actually walk a bit off screen, YouTube. Walk and jump. This is definitely another honorable mention. Yeah, I have 3 of them. I'm gonna have to reconfigure which one's my honorable mention. Very creative. Alright, some levels on the most popular queue, then I'll do Heavy Elites next stage. "15th up is Network Man by Chicken Fingers with 83 plays and a score of 40. Remember though, these are levels on the most popular queue. Most of them I feel don't deserve to be there. They only got there due to a jokey title, the authors being recognized, or because a streamer played their stage. Aesthetics right now are nice. This looks like a computer network. Remember, high scoring levels in the most popular queue don't really mean much. Sturgeon's Law is in full effect. I like the unified green color scheme everywhere. I should have known though, it was telegraphed. Enough time to react to them. So I wish there was at least some more advanced warning. First boss is Sparkman, of course. Oh. I can't attack him directly without taking damage. I have to wait for these to spawn in. He takes extra damage from the Buster though, so... I think I did. In the past, I don't recall though. Wish we had more electric enemies that would fit here. Considering what the stage is going for, the Sheepman blocks would be a perfect fit. Or even Sheepman himself, to be honest. Oh, I see the indicator. I missed it earlier. My bad. I removed my complaint about the stage not indicating when the force beams are coming. This is telling me it's gonna be red force beams. Still have enough time to react to them. Good level design and all that. And all this is perfectly doable Buster only. So it is a traditional Roadmaster level. All the gimmicks are first introduced in safer environments and gradually escalated. We're getting a lot of very decent levels in this episode. We don't usually get that many in concentration. Usually there are a lot more not so good levels that I have to cover. Frostine, Sparkman yet again. Once again, I think Sheepman would work better. If only this was made in version 1.6 hit. This will probably be remade anyways. Definitely gets a thumbs up, it belongs in most popular. This is an almost good stage, or good stage. 16th up is Dashman by Turbotastic with 90 plays and a score of 37. And a score of 37. Why is it dashing? Well, if we're gonna dash around the place, might as well just use the oil slider. I would have expected to be chased by force beams, to be quite honest. You can play the stage at a rather leisurely pace. You can play the stage as a... Bleh, let me rephrase it. You can play the stage at a rather leisurely pace. Now on a train, or convoy. Or a truck. Final boss or mid boss. Of course it'd be this. Nope, end of the stage. I didn't really get the deal with this stage. Aesthetically it was okay, I guess, but level design was basic. Seventeenth up is Attack the E544 ship by Teeper with 86 plays and a score of 27. After this stage, I'll play Heavy Elite's next level. If we had faster jet bombs, we could replicate Speed Woman's stage. Yet again we fall into a ship. So his primary weapon is going to be a sword. I'd rather just use the ring boomerang, to be honest. Oh, I see you there, Yafu. You aren't throwing me off this time. Jump for joy, or leap of fate. Whoa, that could have gone poorly. Same Gokulus. Similar to how we have the Charged Man moving background in the Smooth Edition. I wish we had one for... We even have stuff like Bubble Man's Waterfalls, the better version. Or parallax scrolling, that'd be nice too. Done. I'll be saving Lipatio's next stage for the evening, by the way. More like 4 out of 10. It kind of didn't really go anywhere. 18th up is Cold Factory by Heavy Elite, with 13 plays and a score of 0. Magma Bazooka as a primary weapon? Oh, the boss is gonna get destroyed unless it's immune to it. And watch as I get destroyed for mistiming my jump. Yeah, I want a lot more animated backgrounds too. And sadly you can't add them in. Or mod them in, I mean. Of course I beat that one. Any pit jumpers? Or pop-out attackers? Nope. Yeah, I like the animations here, the rain and snow. Oh boy, bottomless pits. I'm preemptively saying oh boy. And now ice physics. The trifecta. Bottomless pits, ice physics, and heavy rain. Strong rain. We're out of there. Not useful. I can see why this is one of your harder stages. From that first section alone, first few sections. Checkpoint placement of all the stages in this episode have been pretty good. Maybe with the exception of 1 or 2 levels, they're fine. That could work too. Of course, it's the earlier part of the stage. It should get harder. Now that the gimmicks are being mixed together. Not to mention the climax section, whenever it is. Back outside in the rain. That's what I was worried about, and the rain's strong. Wait. I knew it. That sure looks crossable. I'll give it one more go. I'll make a clip up there. See you later, Heat. It just looks so suspicious, that's why. Oh no. This is going a lot better than I initially thought. I thought I was gonna die at least twice there. But I guess that was the climax of the level. I honestly expected a much more brutal ending, but this works. Down he goes. Well, it is definitely harder than your average Mega Man levels, but this is fine. Could use one more checkpoint, but I'm fine. I want to save Lipatio stage for the next stream tonight, so instead I'll cover 2 more stages from the stream, from the most popular queue, then I'll end it off. Yeah, only 30 rooms, but it feels longer. Nineteenth up is Black Hole Panic by Dr. Cut, with 88 plays and a score of 41. Of course, only Black Hole Bomb. Sure, go right ahead, Heavy. I see what this is going for. Gradually putting tougher and tougher scenarios. This time you have to be careful not to destroy those. Well, this was an easy challenge, to be quite honest. Same with this one, as long as you time it right. We'll add it. How many damage was this? Or not? In a way, this is a tutorial level for how the Black Hole Bomb works. And in that case, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with how the stage turned out. Even the easier end boss, to be honest. Who I still took a hit from. And yeah, I didn't see your ID in the last... I didn't see the last level ID, Jedok. You need to send it to me. Let's end off with this easy stage. 28 up is Mega Man 3 Auto Level by Dr. Cut with 56 plays and a score of 29. We all know what this is gonna be probably. Gonna be silent for this one. So going through each of the 8 Roadmaster stages, as well as the first Fortress stage as Proto Man. Poor Hard Man, destroying himself. They're just a different kind of stage, I'd say. Aiming for a completely different kind of goal. And it's still more successful than if he did something, to be honest. That was fun to look at. This won't win rewards for me. This won't win any honorable mentions or favorites of this part because I already have some. But these are fun to look at. Fun to watch. So I'll be ending off the stream right now as I'm getting a bit tired. Yeah, for tonight's stream, yeah, I'll add it. So, out of the 20 levels I covered during this stream, my favorite level would either be Atlantida by Gokulus, Rainstorm by Heavy Elite, or Diamond Woman by Cowleb. I'll need to double check and post which one's my favorite one. The honorable mentions go to the other two. As well as Network Man maybe, but we'll see again. My next stream will be in about 6 hours or so, and I'll be streaming more Mega Man Maker levels. Remember though, next week on Saturday, I will only have one Mega Man Maker stream on Saturday. I'll be too busy in the evening, so keep that in mind. Well then, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you either tonight or tomorrow. Toodles!